Okay, so franchising is your main method of scaling the business. What franchise kind of structure do you have with all of your franchisees?
So when you get into franchising, I mean, you're leasing a system from the franchisor, right? And I think that's very important for for somebody looking to get into franchising. I mean, you're buying a model for a 20-year period, and so you want to make sure that really there's a system and a procedure for everything. So what we do is we give franchisees the playbook, which is our operating manual, and we source all of the products so they don't have to do anything like that. We create the menu. Uh, and then they operate it, and we give them the tools and the training in order to operate that system, hopefully successfully for a 20-year period.
Okay. Is that like the goal of the relationship with your franchisees is 20 years?
It is. I mean, our franchise agreements are structured in 4 5 year increments. But when you franchise with somebody as the franchisor, you're really looking for a long-term relationship. I mean, it does no one any good for someone to get in the system, and then as the franchisor, you try to get rid of them after 5 years, or vice versa, where they don't want to be in the system. So what that really means is that the vetting process is unbelievably critical and important. And we spend a lot of time with franchisees early on, getting to know them. It's like a marriage, and candidly, it's probably easier to get out of a marriage than it is to get out of a franchising relationship because of that contract. And so, we want people who are passionate about food. We want people who are passionate about the brand, really brand zealots, because it's not passive. I mean, this is a full-time job for the franchisee. And, it's not like buying a piece of real estate and collecting a rent check once a month. You have to take care of every guest every day. And, it just so happens in our particular situation that our average ticket's about $13. And so, if you go in to lunch and you spend $13 and you have a great experience, the next customer who comes in has to have that same great experience for $13. And then that accumulates into a day's worth of sales. So it's hard, and it's unique. It's not necessarily an intellect thing. It's paying attention to the details, micromanaging the pennies, because this is a pennies business, and taking care of each guest.